Okay, and we're back. Wait. Oh, okay, there. Okay, so basically last stream was extremely long because I thought we can finish it, but because like there's a monkey wrench thrown in the middle, which is basically I think it's only 10 chapters, and I got hit with a surprise chapter 11, and like I was dumbfounded, okay, because in the true ending, okay, it says that you need to sacrifice Kurisu. So like, okay, let's sacrifice her. Like that's our final and true route. Like I just kind of like gave up based on that. Okay, but then what shocked me was that suddenly, like while the credits are rolling, boom, we got a call from Suzuha. And like, wait, isn't Suzuha supposed to like how should I say this? Since we moved world lines, she shouldn't exist. And then she mentioned like, oh, Papa, change to Uncle Okabe. And when I saw that, I was like, what? And we found out that this Suzuha that you can see on the top right save file here, okay, she is from the Beta world line, where instead of being controlled by CERN, there's a World War III, and like reduce the population to 1 billion. And I was shocked by all of that, and then like thought I could finish it, but it's a bit too long. Okay, but point is how to save the world line is that we need to save Kurisu. Okay, and we did try to go through it once, but Okabe accidentally killed her, and yeah, so that was kind of like end with a bummer, but by the time it was 4 hours. Okay, so now let's continue here.
父さん、タオルと水、あと服も今すぐ手に入れてきて。
I think you can look at, if you see from here, like Suzuha's hairstyle is different, because like Suzuha's hairstyle is normally like the let down, okay, and but this one, her hair is braided, okay. So this is from the Suzuha from 2036, but from the World War side, okay. And the good thing about this timeline is that Daru, father of Suzuha, actually managed to complete the time machine. So in other words, this time machine can move forward and backward, but it runs on fuel. Okay, and they didn't mention any fuel, and they say they are basically like lack of fuel currently.
どういうことか説明プリーズ。
いいから早く。
わかったお。
Daru runs back inside the building.
おかり、大丈夫？しっかりして、死なないで。
It's not that he's dying, it's just that like he's in shock.
大丈夫。怪我してるわけじゃないよ。
Leave me alone. I don't deserve your concern. Save Kurisu? What a joke. Not only did I fail to save her, I took her life with my own 2 hands. 3 weeks ago, in this very spot, I killed her. I murdered her.
無駄だったんだ。何をやっても無駄だ。
I think I need to lower down the game. Around here.
全部決まってしまっていることなんだよ。
Yeah, because like he remember in the Alpha World line where Mayuri died, he tried a lot of ways to like save Mayuri, but every single effort is basically rendered useless, and he knows that it's not an easy feat Or basically, like, there's only a few ways to do it, and out of that millions or billions of possibility, can he reach that?
同じだ。参りの時と同じなんだ。
But this time, even though they have a time machine, there's one big problem. That they have limited fuel. So like maybe once or twice more.
どれだけもがいたって。結果は同じになる。
We have a time machine, shouldn't we give another try? No, it's not that simple. No matter how many times I try, the result will converge on Kurisu's death. Even if I throw the knife away, the fate will find some other way to kill Kurisu. Maybe Nakabashi will kill her. Maybe I'll trip and push her down the stairs. Maybe she'll just drop dead for no reason. Yeah, that's what happened to Mayuri. Because like, there were a couple of times in, while trying to save Mayuri, Mayuri just had an heart attack and like died on just like that. The cause doesn't matter, the effect will always be the same. It doesn't matter if I time leap or if I time travel, going to the past can't change the result. Maybe a D-mail could shift divergence enough to take us to another attractor field, but there's no way to control what might happen. D-mail is a shot in the past, in the dark. It's useless. Useless. Everything is useless.
無駄だよ。無駄なんだ。何もかも無駄なんだよ。俺はやっぱりクリスを助けられないんだ。
She's broken.
分かってた。分かってたんだ。こうなるって予想してたんだ。もう疲れた。ずっと休んでないんだ。だからもういいよ。
Yeah, I can't blame him because like he had been time leaping, D-mailing, and now time traveling a lot of times. So like, even though it's been like a month, it's probably for him like 3 months, 4 months, maybe even a year for him by now. A burning numbness spreads through my cheek. Mayuri hit me.
何を
He's never done anything like this before. The shock is enough to bring me back to my senses. Mayuri looks at me with tears streaming down her cheeks. Her small body gently embraces mine, though I'm still covered in Kurisu's blood.
オカリンは途中で諦める人じゃないよ。マユシーは知ってるもん。いつもね、絶対に最後まで諦めたりしない。
This may be his very
覚え
end.
てる？マユシーがおばあちゃんのお墓の前で毎日助けてって心の中でつぶやいていたとき、
I think I'll put it
オ
all
カ
on
リン
him.
も毎日マユシーに会いに来てくれたよね。雨の日も雪の日も諦めずにマユシーの横に来て、マユシーの名前ずっと呼び続けてくれたよね。マユシーはね、オカリンが最後までそばにいてくれたから、おばあちゃんとしっかりお別れすることができたんだよ。ね。だからオカリン、マユシーはよくわからないけど、諦めちゃダメだよ。元気出してほしいよ。
Mayuri's gentle warmth envelops me. I cling to that warmth, but it's not enough to heal my heart.
でも 俺が殺してしまったんだ。
The person most precious to me, who I wanted desperately to save.
俺が殺した。
おかり。
I can still feel the knife in my hand. I can still feel her fading heartbeat. I look at my hands over my shoulder. They are red with blood. Kurisu's blood. The shaking won't stop. Tears fall, washing away the blood. Guilt and despair are tearing my soul. If Suzuha hadn't taken the knife, I might have slit my own throat at that very spot. This reality is too much to bear. But I realize that this is retribution. My just punishment for taking the godlike power of time travel and using it to distort the past. Kurisu can't be saved. And that has been proven beyond a doubt. Nope! Nope! Because he's the one who killed her. Well, maybe like if you remove yourself from the equation, like maybe that you can prevent it somehow. Because like the one who killed it is you. I wouldn't say like don't do anything. Definitely you need to do something. But think about it, he can't kill Nakamachi, okay? Because if he kills Nakamachi, then the police will capture him and then like put him to jail. That's also not a good idea as well. Well, maybe it's the last option.
無駄なんだ。
無駄じゃないよ。
But at least now he knows. Sula speaks with her voice full of conviction, and immediately afterwards, I hear a familiar melody, my male tone. Mayuri takes my phone out of her pocket. She's been looking after it.
おかり、メールが。
Mayuri gently puts my phone into my arm. I don't have the energy to check my mail, but for some reason Suza gestured me to look at it. You got mail? Huh? Who's this? Steins... Okay, the SG is definitely Steins Gate. Who is that? That's all it says. The sender is unfamiliar. Yeah, but it's SG! I'm bewildered. I don't know who sent this. But then, I happen to glance at the send time and the shock is like lightning bolt to the brain. What? 8:21? 8:21? What day is today? 6:12? The date was sent. Where's the 2025? Did you see it anywhere? Like, that's why I'm like...
2025年
It didn't even occur to me to wonder if my phone has malfunctioned. After all, I know this phenomenon. I look up at Suzuha. So is this like his final moment? Because remember, he's supposed to die at 2025. He sees my confusion and looks at my phone.
聞いた通りだ。本当に届いた。
Judging by her surprise, I guess she doesn't know much. Suzuha left from 2036, that's 11 years after this D-mail was sent. Does that mean it's not related to her?
テレビってどういうことなのかな。見ろって書いてあるじゃん。何かを伝えたいんだよ。
おい、買ってきたおー。
Ooh! Daru comes back with a convenience store bag right on time. Fortunately, my phone has TV reception. As soon as I switch it on, I see news reporters standing in front of some foreign airport. There's a jumbo jet in the background. Looking closer, I see burns near the plane's trail. The captain says, "Fire on Russian airlines."
成田発モスクワ行きのロシアン航空801便が飛 行中に火災事故を起こしたとロシア当局から発表がありました。ロシアン航空801便は日本時間11時5分に成田空港を出発しましたが、モスクワへの到着直前になって貨物室から火災が発生。ドモジェドボ国際空港に緊急着陸し、速やかに乗客の避難が行われました。この事故での死傷者はありません。事故を起こしたロシアン航空801便にはロシアへの亡命を表明していた日本の
What? Like, I set it to auto, like, it cut off.
事故を起こしたロシアン航空801便にはロシアへの亡命を表明していた日本の
Nihonno? Nihonno? When I see his face, my breath catches in my throat.
ドクター中鉢。
ドクター中鉢氏こと牧瀬正一さんが乗っており、先ほど現地にて報道陣に向けてコメントしました。
I still haven't recovered from the shock of murdering Kurisu. The images on TV seem like something from a dream. Did they say Nakabachi sought asylum? I remember, like, what mentioned was that nuclear proliferation, started with, Russia and the EU. I didn't think people still did that in this day and age. I mean, all you need is a passport to travel to Russia. Yeah, for Japanese.
私を受け入れてくれたロシア政府には深く感謝している。
What happened on the plane? Read the subtitles at the bottom of the screen.
機内が焦げ臭かったが、私は全く冷静だったよ。一部の乗客が騒いでいたが、私が一括してやるとおとなしくなった。
Baby complex. Nakabachi responds confidently. He certainly doesn't look like a man who will strangle his own daughter, but he did.
着陸させた機長には賛辞を送りたいね。彼はこの私と私が書いた人類史に残る論文を救った。
Ah, that's Kurisu.
まさに英雄だよ。
The subtitle change that to is that thesis related to your request for asylum? Nakabachi nods theatrically.
いかにも。もしこの論文が失われたら。人類科学の発展は100年の遅れを見ることになっただろう。未来の人類のあり方を決定づけるほどに重大な論文なのだよ、これは。
The one that you stole from your daughter? What is your thesis about?
人類史上初のタイムトラベル実現に関する論文だ。わかるかね？タイムトラベルだよ。この私、ドクター中鉢がその発明に世界で初めて成功したのだ。
I guess now, Okabe's, anger should be boiling right now. Quickly grows feverish. Now he's talking directly to the camera. Moreover, he's not talking about the accident at all. He's just promoting his research. He presents something to the camera. In this envelope, the one Kurisu gave him.
この中だ。この中に私がまとめた人類の夢が詰まっておる。近いうちに学会で発表する予定だがね。その時全人類は驚愕し、やがて私を称えることになるだろ
う。Bullshit! If that thesis is like gone, if you're the creator, you should be able to at least maybe not 100%, write it back to 70%, but you can't you? I have no right to condemn Nakabachi for his actions, not when it was my hand that took Kurisu's life. But at the same time, I can't stop myself from recalling the words Kurisu spoke that hurt. The trait tone that triggered Nakabachi's violence.
私の論文盗むの？そんなことだけはしない人だって思っていたのに。
Do those words not echo in his ears too? How can he stand there and present his murdered daughter's work as if it was his own, and look so proud of himself while doing it? I hear my teeth grinding in my head.
もともとこの封筒はスーツケースに入れて貨物室に預ける予定だった。実際そうしていたら、論文は貨物室で焼け焦げ、人類の夢はそこで終わってしまっただろうな。しかし、まるで神が私に世界にドクター中鉢の偉大さを知らしめようと言わんばかりに、 こんな運命のいたずらを起こした。
Nakamachi tries his open hand at the camera.
その神による技がこれだ。これが封筒に入っていたおかげで荷物を預ける際に金属探知機に引っかかってしまってな。私は封筒だけをスーツケースから出して機内に持ち込んだのだ。先ほど機長は英雄だと言ったが、人類の夢を守った真の英雄はこの小さな人形であるとも言えよ。
Sitting in the palm of his hand is a lump of silvery metal barely 5 centimeters tall. Points at the screen. I look closer. The lump of metal in Nakamachi's hand. It's not just any lump of metal.
あの時なくしたメタルウーパだ。ほらほら見て、マユシーのサインが入ってる。
God damn, how much of an asshole can he be? Upa is a mascot character from the popular card game Rainet Access Battleless. You can see Upa merchandise everywhere in Akihabara, from capsule toys to phone straps and other accessories. But all of Upa's merchandise, the most rare one is the Metal Upa. The very same Metal Upa that Nakamachi is presenting to the camera. Near the bottom of the Metal Upa, I can see cute letters written in bright red magic marker. Red. Mayushi's.
マジだ。なんでそれをドクター中鉢が。
あの発表会の会場でね、落としちゃったの。探したけど見つからなくて諦めてたんだけど、ロシアじゃ返してもらいに行けないよ。
That's not the point. That's not the point. But still, what the hell? I stare at the screen in disbelief. My body is shaking, goosebumps breaking out over every inch of my flesh. I know what this is.
バタフライエフェクト。
3 weeks ago, Mairi dropped her metal part in the assembly hall of Radican. That tiny figure, a mere child's toy, went on to decide the fate of mankind. God damn it! It rescued Dr. Nakamachi's paper from the fire. And in so doing, it laid the foundation of... What? What? A toy figurine started... Oh man, I lost for words.
スザ、お前はこれを知っていたのか？
No. Wait, she did?
さっきの2025年からの D メールは誰が送ってきたんだ？
It's you! It was clearly meant for us to see the news about Dr. Nakamachi. About what? What is she apologizing for?
ちゃんと説明しなくてごめん。
Now you wanna brief us? After that? Done.
でもさ、どうしてもオカリンおじさんには一度マキセ・クリスの命を救うのを失敗してもらわなくちゃいけなかったんだ。
What?
俺を騙したのか？
I might have killed us though, you know.
騙したわけじゃない。段取りとして必要なことらしいの。そう指示された。
Let me guess. Himself.
オカリンおじさんに辛い思いさせちゃったことは謝る。
You're in the wrong series, Naruto.
どういうことか説明しろ。
その必要はないよ。
Susan points to the phone in my hand.
聞けばわかる。
聞くって何を？
その携帯にもうすでに入ってるはずだよ。
What?
2025年のオカリンおじさん自身からの伝言が。
え？
What?
ムービーメール。
Wait, Gmail can... You can send video to Gmail?
その携帯に 受信してるよね。
は
She's right. When was that again? July 28th, right after I met Kurisu for the first time? Just as I was about to contact Mayuri, I received a mysterious video mail from an address I've never seen before. Is that what she's talking about? Advanced Gmail. Like, this is...
何も映っていなかった。ノイズしか入っていなかった。
By the way, in like, basically, for Japan, it's like they use mail as, you know, as a substitute for SMS, something like that. For text messages.
今なら
Why? Susa Green?
マキセ・クリスの命を救うのに一度失敗した今なら
Why?
見ることができるはずだよ。
Are you kidding me? Is that even possible? I'm not convinced, but I checked my phone anyway just to be sure. What about the other mail that he had? When I checked the sender's address, I realized it's from the same address as the email just now. So they are from the same person, and that person is me in 15 years? 15 years, 2025, the year I die. Did he suicide this time? I sent this message on the eve of my death, a message to myself in 2010. Said that there was a plan to reach Steins Gate. Yeah, my god. I got a feeling it's gonna be creepy. Could that plan be in this video? Mary and Daru peek over my shoulder. I take a deep breath and press play with a trembling finger. Nothing appears on the screen but noise. Nothing has changed after all. There's no hidden message or any... Wait, it's him, but he's not supposed to see himself, right? The noise suddenly dissolved, revealing a silhouette of a man. It looks like the face of a... It looks like the video was shot somewhere dark. I can't see... Ah, so maybe this is why, like, he took it in the dark. Uncut hair, lab coat, that's all I can make out.
この人が15年後のオカリンなん？
きっとそうだよ。あのね、なんとなくオカリンに似てる気がするもん。
Really? Is this guy really me? My phone's tiny screen has become a window onto the future? Into the future, not onto the future. I can't believe I'm about to hear a message from myself.
メールは受け取ったか？テレビニュースを見るんだ。すでに見たならば、このまま聞いてくれ。
It doesn't feel real?
はじめまして。だな。15年前の俺。
The hell?
15年後のオカリン、声が渋くなってるよ。
俺は2025年からこうしてムービーメールを送っている。原理については D メールと同じだ。お前はこのベータ世界線到達とともに電話レンジカッコ仮を破棄した。そうだな。しかし俺は、お前は1年もしないうちに再びタイムトラベル理論と向き合うことになる。向き合ってもう14年。それが俺というわけだ。その過程で36バイト以上の容量を送信可能な D メール送信装置も作ることに成功した。
What are you working as?
このムービーメールを聞いているということは、お前はクリスを救うことに失敗したということだな。
Why do you need him to fail? Why do you need you to fail?
さぞ辛かっただろう。お前の気持ちはよくわかる。なぜなら俺は15年後のお前なんだからな。 そうだ。俺も失敗した。失敗したまま15年が過ぎたよ。なぜお前にあえて失敗させたかわかるか？
To give you strength to continue?
必要なことだった。その失敗後の15年間、俺に執念を与えてもらうためにな。
Yeah, like if I think about it, if he successfully did that, then like the next obstacle, he's gonna give up. But still, another thing I'm wondering is like how did he's able to code it after this video to go to be read after he failed?
お前はクリスを助けようとして失敗した。お前自身がクリスを殺した。その悔しさ、その罪悪感が2025年にこの計画を完成させた俺へとつながったのだ。その執念があったからこそ俺はこのムービーメールをお前へと届けることができたのだ。知っての通り、世界はアトラクタフィールドにより収束を起こす。
I think I just let out
普通
autoplay.
にタイムトラベルするだけではクリスを助けることはできない。
So?
だからあえて一度失敗することでこうして因果を作った。下ごしらえのようなものだ。お前が失敗してくれたおかげでこの15年俺はひたすら研究に明け暮れた。ドクター中鉢が世界にタイムトラベルの論争をもたらし、世界中が戦争への道にひた走る中で俺は地下に潜って独自にタイムトラベルの研究を続けた。
What did you do for a living back
タイ
then?
ムマシンは
Well, currently.
俺となるの研究の賜物だが、その基礎理論はセルンが構築し、お前がなかったことにしてきた世界線においてマキセ・クリスが発展させたものだ。型式は C204 型。 C とはクリスティーナの頭文字だ。それが意味するところは理解してもらえると思う。とにかく
In anime, he made over 200
立した
prototypes.
計画の最終段階について話そう。ダイバージェンスを変え、未知の世界線シュタインズゲートへ到達する計画だ。
I think I can explain why he needs to make him feel like if he succeed, then this Okabe, the one on the screen right now, will not exist. So like since he failed, he exists, and then like he knows, like he acts as a guide for this Okabe.
ちなみにシュタインズゲートと命名したのは俺だ。
Of course, nobody
な
else.
ぜシュタインズゲートなのかはお前ならわかるはず。特に意味はない。そうだろう。そのシュタインズゲートへ到達するのに必要な条件は2点ある。1つ、マキセ・クリスの命を救うこと。1つ、ドクター中
二つじゃないの
が持ち込んだ中鉢論文をこの世から葬り去ること。だがその過去を変えようとしても無駄だった。お前は今そう思ったはずだ。世界は収束してしまう。その力が過去改変を許してくれなかった。そうだな。だが方法が間違っているだけだ。お前はクリスを助けることができる。
Okay, in the last line, he mentioned that you can save her, just you choose the wrong method.
いいか、よく聞くんだ。あの日 7月28日、最初のお前は何も知らずにドクター中鉢の発表会に来ていたはずだ。その最初のお前自身が見たことをなかったことにしてはならない。それは確定した過去であり、世界線が収束した結果だからだ。だが
However?
騙すことはできる。どういうことだと言いたいのだろう。そう焦るな。これから説明する。
In other words, he needs to trick. Okay, now there's one question that is in my head right now. Okay, like, okay, so in other words, is this Okabe, doing this so they can create three Okabes in that same time period? Like, Okabe 1, President Okabe, and then Okabe 2, the one that time travel and then fail, and now this Okabe 3 is gonna be at the same place? Is that it?
騙す相手はお前自身だ。最初のお前は血まみれで倒れているマキセ・クリスを目撃している。それを見ていなければ、これまでのお前、さらにはこれまでの俺のあらゆる行動がタイムパラドックスとなることはわかるか
？It's the same reason as that why he needs him to fail in the first place, okay? Fail in the first place so to create this loop. But okay, if he go back and change the fact that Kurisu, didn't die, the fact then basically they clean up everything. So you can't fail.
クリスの死を目撃したお前が D メールを送ったことで、それはエシロンに捕らえられてセルンの知るところとなった。
After finding Kurisu's body, you sent a D-mail which was intercepted by Echelon, which tipped off SERN.
アルファ世界線で経験したことを思い出せ。
Okay.
そこで起きたのはマユリの死だけではないはずだ。お前は生きているクリスと再会した。彼女を無理やりラボ面に迎え、共にタイムリープマシンを作った。
So are we gonna make a time leap machine?
だったが、お前はマキセ・クリスという一人の人間と共に過ごしたんだ。今そこにいるお前は、今ここにいる俺は、7月28日にクリスが死んだ。このベータ世界線だけで生きてきた岡部倫太郎ではない。
Okay.
お前の記憶には。
Tomorrow morning I'll be playing Persona 4. Maybe I'll finish the Steins Gate. See how.
マユリを救うために多くの思いを犠牲にして、それでももがき続けた3週間の経験が存在しているはずだ。血まみれでラジガンの暗い通路に倒れているクリスの姿を見なければ、お前は誰に D メールを送ることもなかったし、それがエシロンに捕らえられることもなかった。その後クリスに再会した時、お前が妙なことを口走ることもなく、クリスがお前に興味を抱くこともなかった。そして今そこに立つお前がタイムトラベルしてでもクリスを助けたいと思うこともなかったんだ。
So this part here is basically what he's saying is that he needs, Okabe, himself to have the alpha experience, the alpha world line experience.
シュタインズゲートに到達するための計画を立てることもなく、2025年の俺がこうしてお前にムービーメールを送ることもなく、ダルと共に2036年までにタイムマシンを完成させることもなく。
But how did he die in this
タイム
timeline?
マシンでお前の元へ現れることもなかった。お前が経験したわずか3週間の世界線漂流を 否定してはいけない。なかったことにしてはいけない。いくつもの世界線を旅してきたからこそ、クリスを助けたいと強く願うお前がそこにいる。クリスを助けたいと願い、その後の人生すべてをタイムマシン開発に捧げた2025年の俺がいる。お前が立っているその場所は、俺たちがクリスを助けたいと願ったからこそ到達できた瞬間なんだ。世界線をどれか一つでも移動しなかった俺では、その瞬間へは到達できなかったんだ。
The man who you were trying to create, a man with not so like if he saved Kurisu, then like he won't have any experience, you know, moving across the world lines. Evil, painful, and torturing.
俺の計画の下準備は完了した。
No other way to describe it.
あとはお前次第だ。最終ミッション。オペレーションスクルドの概要を説明する。確定した過去を変えずに結果を変えろ。
Change the outcome without changing established events.
血まみれで倒れているマキセ・クリスト、それを目撃した岡部倫太郎、その過去は確定している。
Oh, okay, now I got it. It's that in the last time, okay, when he failed, okay, that Okabe saw another Okabe basically kill Kurisu, which is a girl that he barely know, okay, and it didn't lead to that Okabe to see, Kurisu bloodied on the floor. Like, so that's the one thing that I was, bothered throughout the whole week, because like in the okay, give me a second, okay, I'll save it here so that you can see what I'm trying to explain. Okay, title 94. Give me a second, I just want to show you the CG, okay, the CG, so that you can understand, because he saw this. Okay, he saw this. Okay, so this is the original. Okay, the original Okabe. Okay, and what happened next was that Okabe, when he traveled back in time. Okay, wait, where is it? He saw this. Okay, so like this is like the one that's supposed to go on naturally. He saw this, so like it distorts the established events. Yeah, like a lot of, maybe that's why he needs him to fail. But what happened to that Okabe that saw him hug Kurisu bloodied? Okay.
血まみれで倒れているマキセ・クリスト、それを目撃した岡部倫太郎、その過去は確定している。
So in other words, that the one that saw Kurisu lying in a pool of blood, that's a fake? Like, she's still alive?
だが
Damn!
確定しているのはそれだけだ。最初のお前を騙せ。世界を騙せ。
Whoa! So that's why, like, in this, like, he did ask Daru to, to check up if Maxi Kurisu died, and then, like, say that they only found a local newspaper, just like a small local newspaper article on it. But that's just, written locally, but the fact is, Kurisu is still alive.
それがシュタインズゲートに到達するための選択だ。健闘を祈るぞ、狂気のマッドサイエンティストよ。エル、臭い、コングル。
And with that, the video ends. Mayuri and Daru looked dumbfounded. They obviously didn't understand a single word. Yeah, because they don't have the they didn't share the experience that Okabe did. I, however, laughter bubbles up from the depths of my soul. Not minutes ago, I was lost in despair. I was ready to kill myself for what I've done. But now, I'm laughing. Operation Skull, Elsa Kongru.
33歳にもなって何をバカなこと言ってるんだ俺は。最初の俺を騙せとか世界を騙せとか。
Now you realize how cringy you are? It's pathetic, lovable, a juvenile fantasy. At the same time, it feels right.
いいだろう。やってやる。それがシュタインズゲートの選択だというのならばな。俺は狂気のマッドサイエンティストオーインキョーマ。世界を騙すなど造作もない。やはりこの俺が世界を変えてやらねばならないようだな。
Cringe.
うわ、ここ何日かやけに真面目だったのに、またいつものオカリンに戻っちゃったじゃん。
でもねマユシーはこっちのオカリンの方が好きだよ。
ま、そうだけどさ、オカリンが変人じゃなきゃ僕も調子出ねえし。
ほーい、京馬はね、昔マユシーのことも助けてくれたんだよ。だから今度もね、きっとマキセ・クリスさんを助けられるよ。
でもさ、今のムービーメールって結局どういう意味なん？世界を騙せとか意味不明だわな。
それはね、マユシーもさっぱりなのです。
That refers to when Daru, searched up on the internet and found that local newspaper article.
お前たち、そんなこともわからないのか？確定した過去は血まみれで倒れているマキセ・クリスト。それを目撃した俺だけ。それ以上でもそれ以下でもない。クリスが血まみれで倒れていたのを見ただけ。そのクリスが生きていたのか死んでいたのかについて。
Ah, yes, that he didn't check. Okay, it was like when at first when that happened, like, did she really die? That's the one thing that was left hanging in my head.
俺は観測していない。
Basically, this part here is Schrodinger's cat, but in this case, it's Schrodinger's corpse, dead body, whatever you want to call it. Isn't that right, future me? Yeah, Marie tilts her head. She still doesn't get it.
つまりあの時の場面についてこういう可能性だって考えられるわけだ。クリスはぶちまけられた赤いペンキの上にうつ伏せに倒れて寝ていた。
そうだったんだ。
Maybe. Eyes open, eye wide in wonder. I give up. She's not going to understand.
ちょい待ち。でもさ、マキセ・クリスの事件のことはニュースなんかでも結構報じられてるわけで。
Local newspaper.
今は関係ないよ。あの日、7月28日のオカリンおじさんが何を観測したかが問題なの。
そうなん？
Really? Really, and that's because I'm not the Okabe Rintaro who lived on the Beta World Line after Kurisu died. I traveled to the Alpha World Line and back. I'm not bound by whatever effects Kurisu's death may have had during that time. See, this is what I was arguing. Like, don't think yourself that you are the cause of that. Because you are the one who killed it, and you are not bound by the, you know, the cause and effect. Okay, so that's why he can save.
だから俺がやれることは、あの日俺が見た光景だけを再現すること。クリスを死なせないようにしてな。
So basically saying that since he is not a normal person anymore, and like he can like bring people that are supposed to die back to life, in a sense, will avoid their death.
半ばち論文をこの世から葬り去らないといけない。できる。
Mongolia attack all Empire attack all country and now anime? What do you mean by that?
誰に物を言っているのだ、バイト戦士よ。
バイト戦士。
あえてもう一度言おう。この俺は狂気のマッドサイエンティスト、訪問員京馬である。すでにオペレーションスクルドは俺の中で見えている。
He didn't say will succeed. He said that he can see it happening.
だが準備が必要だ。30分くれ。
What do you mean don't please? Scissor tightens her expression and nods firmly. I squat against the roof chain fence and with my eyes closed. Don't start. What do you mean by that? To refresh my memory, I pull out the drawers of my mental archive and sort through each file one by one. My actions that day, my reactions, my conversations with Kurisu, Nakabachi's presentation. And with those memories to guide me, I began to draw up a plan for how to complete my mission. I open my eyes once I hear Mari's voice.
よし。
I take a deep breath and stand up. Mari's faster on her feet than Daru and I are, so I had her pick up something for me. She went all the way to the lab and back in the sweltering heat, but she's not even breathing hard. She runs up to me with a triumphant smile, almost like a playful puppy shaking her tail. In her hand is a plastic stick about 30 centimeters long. Why do you need a stick? Is it to fool? Okay, fine. I take it and nod in satisfaction.
いい働きだぞ、マユリ。
オカリンの役に立ててね。マユシーも嬉しいよ。あ、それとね、ついでにこれも。
She hands me a banana. I guess she's telling me not to time travel on an empty stomach.
それは何？バナナだよ。
Wait, there's no banana in 2036?
じゃなくて、そっちの棒みたいなやつ。
Oh, okay. I thought banana went extinct.
これは棒ではなく剣だ。我がラボの発明品、未来ガジェット6号、サイリウムセーバー。
I thought you were going to take Yoto Samidare.
サイリウムセーバ
ー？赤色のサイリウムだお。アイドルや声優のライブには欠かせないんだな、これが。
Throw stick.
だがただのサイリウムではない。セーバーというネーミングの通り、剣の形になっているため、スパークウォーズごっこも可能なのだ。
Star Wars?
わあ、すごい。
Thank you.
しかも同時に血のりを生成することができるぞ。先端部分のキャップを取り外せば、ドロリとした血が溢れ出す。
一体何を狙って作ったのかさっぱりわかんないけど。
Yeah, so like when I saw the inside, like this might be the blood. So like And it seems that it is gonna be it.
よりリアルなチャンバラごっこができるじゃん。
すべては必然だったということだ。
やろうとしてることは分かった。その血のりをマキセ・クリスの血に見せかけるんだね。
いかにも。
I stuffed my cheeks with a banana and raptured by my own genius. I love a bit, subscribe almost all of them and like them all. Oh sure, thanks man. Like, on weekends I'll be playing visual novels, okay? Okay, I put the Sidium Saber into my pocket. It's about 30 centimeters long, so it sticks out a little, but I don't mind. If you like this, okay, I would suggest you checking out Chushingura, okay? For Chushingura, because like it's basically time travel. Like, well, Steins Gate is basically like sci-fi, okay? Sci-fi theme, but Chushingura is like samurai theme time travel. Okay, and the thing is, Chushingura is longer than Steins Gate. Well, if I'm not mistaken, when I played it, it may like, because I played all the DLC, the additional stuff, I think it took me over 60 hours. Okay, so what I did was like, I've only played the first chapter, okay, and like that is also pretty heavy. Okay, so like if you like Steins Gate, you're probably gonna like Chushingura. Okay, I had Daru buy me a stun gun earlier. I pocketed that too. I think I know why. Because what Daru is doing here right now is that he's gonna need to stun Kurisu, because like no way Kurisu is gonna just say, hey, pretend to be dead. Okay, she's not gonna do that. She's never gonna obey. So in a sense, she has to hurt her a bit. You have ever responded, so I'm so happy. Like maybe like last time I didn't see like some, because I'm using only a single monitor, and like because when I tapped out, sometimes I'll take time to see it, you know, like okay, I give Suza a glance.
オカリンおじさん、もう一度あの日へ飛ぼう。
Oh, so this is like when we were in the first time travel, okay, inside here, she mentioned that well, it should be good enough for 2 roundabout trips from the present now to the 28th, July 28th. So this is why she mentioned that
7月28日へ。タイムマシンの燃料はあと1回往復する分しか残ってない。
So gotta make this count, no redos.
残るチャンスはただ一度だっていうこと。いける？
Oh, if I'm not mistaken, you know, Suzuha also mentioned that she's probably gonna be stuck after this. Like since there's no more fuel, can't go back to 2036.
俺が世界を変えてやる。
But if he succeeds, she doesn't need the fuel, because like basically the present her will be gone, because like the new world line is restructured. So it's a gamble for her as well. Okay, while waiting for Mairi to return, I asked Suzuha if there was a chance that I might run into myself from last time. In other words, the me who killed Kurisu. She replied that it wasn't possible. The world line where I killed Kurisu is minutely different from the one to which the time machine will take us. The time travel has a very small effect on divergence, much too small to cause any noticeable changes, but enough to ensure that there can never be 2 versions of the same time traveler. However, it is important to remember that world lines are not parallel worlds. Ultimately, attractor field convergence merges them into a single world line. Right now, there's just one thing in my question: whether there's going to be 3 Okabe in this, in the timeline that they're going. My actions are not meaningless. If I succeed in deceiving both myself and the world, the entire universe will converge upon a different future.
おかわり
Mari leans through the hatch and gently strokes my cheek.
きっと帰ってきてね
当たり前だ。
I returned the smile and gave her a thumbs up. I closed the hatch as Daru and Mayuri see me off with words of encouragement. Suzuha already operating the time machine.
このミッションには未来の運命もかかってる
Suzuha speaks as she presses some
頼
buttons.
むよおじさん
Instead of answering, I close my eyes. I find myself strangely calm. No impatience, no tension, none of the anxiety I felt the first time. How many times have I tasted failure? My hubris hurt those closest to me. My foolishness cost them their dreams. And even though those mistakes have been undone, the memories still remain as a brand on my heart.
お前が経験したわずか3週間の世界線漂流を否定してはいけない。なかったことにしてはいけない。
Then, are you gonna accept Lukako's feelings? It all meant something. Every mistake, every sacrifice. Without them, I would not be standing here now. From that knowledge, I draw strength, confidence, and pride. The memories I shoulder deserve nothing less. And so, I'm no longer afraid. I will reach the unknown world line, Steins Gate. Its future is uncertain, but that is how it should be. For once, I need not worry what fate has in store. Only one thing matters now: saving Kurisu. Gravity pulls at my back. Rainbow light started drifting through the compartment. It's time. This is my Ragnarok. I exit the time machine onto a familiar rooftop. As before, it's empty. I can see the top of the train station a short distance away. This is the third time I've been here now. I run through the plan in my head one last time. This time is short, I have no choice. I have to do it. No, I will do it. Failure isn't an option. I wait for Suzuha to break the lock, then I run inside just like last time. Narrowly avoiding the first me again, I descended to the 7th floor. Last time, I went all the way down to 4th floor, but not this time. I direct my attention to the capsule toy machine near the landing. It's time for step 1. Get the Metal Upa. Rainek Kakeru character doll series. This is it. On July 28, the first me won a super rare Metal Upa from this very machine. No time to waste, I insert 100 yen coin and prepare beforehand and turn the lever hard. Can you believe that this is the one that caused World War III? Just as I grab it. My heart leaps into my throat. That was Mayuri's voice. She's already here? I quickly turn and leave the area before Mayuri can see my face. Luckily, she's so entranced by the capsule toy machine that she doesn't realize who I am. Once I get down on the 4th floor, I check the contents of the capsule. The Metal Upa is inside. Good. Step 1, clear. So this way, there's no way that with this, like, it's not gonna get caught by the metal detector. So it's gonna be burned. Like, even if Dr. Nakamaji is able to take the thesis away. Like, this is just my speculation. Like, the Russian government, like, he is seeking for asylum, but that is because he has that paper. But since the paper, is burned, like I argued, during when we watched the press conference, well, it's not press conference, when he was on TV, is that if he's the one who made the thesis, even though it's not complete, he should be able to like get 70% back. Okay, like if he can't do that, the Russian will probably think like, oh, this guy's a fraud. Let's just throw him out. Which means that the first me will get. The answer is obvious. Phase 1 is complete. Time for phase 2. I turn around abruptly. Kurisu standing behind me, her mouth open in surprise. My timing was perfect.
ねえ、あなたさっき屋上から。
俺は 俺はお前を助ける。
So this is why Kurisu was so curious about Okabe. Leave everything to me.
どういうこと？
I say no more. If I tell her everything, she'll have no reason to talk to me for the first time. On July 28th, she came to me during Nakabachi's presentation. She claimed that I had tried to tell her something, then proceeded to drag me out into the hallway for further questioning. This is part of my experience. This should be enough to ensure that it happens exactly as I remember. I pat Kurisu on the shoulder, then raced back up the stairs.
ちょっと。
I run to the 6th floor, then creep up towards the 7th floor landing until I can just make out the capsule toy machine. As expected, there the first me about to turn the lever in Mayuri's stead.
ウーパだよ。
それはレアなのか？
レアじゃないけどね。すごく可愛いでしょ。マユシーはウーパのことが大好きなのです。
So this is why when I forgot whether he demailed or when he time traveled, he lost the Metal Upa. So that is not because of Nakabachi took that Metal Upa. It is because he is holding the Metal Upa. Well, it actually screws up the causality a bit. I grinned to myself. It worked. The order changed. Mayuri now has a regular Upa, not the metal one I gave her the first time. And that means
本日はドクター中鉢によるタイムマシン発明成功記念会見にお集まりいただき誠にありがとうございます。
the presentation is about to begin. The first me heads up to the 8th floor, but Mayuri doesn't move. She takes out a pen and starts signing the Upa. Just his pen. When Dr. Nakabachi defected to Russia on August 31st, he had Mayuri's Metal Upa with him. So now I know what he's gonna do. He's gonna make sure that Dr. Nakabachi take this, normal Upa made out of plastic, most probably, and then later make sure that Mayuri dropped it, and then Dr. Nakabachi picked it up, put it in the envelope, and then it doesn't trigger, it's gonna be in that bag, and it's gonna be burned. If he has a plastic one instead, it should change the fate of Dr. Nakabachi's paper. But one question remains. How exactly did Mayuri's Upa fall into Nakabachi's hands? Yeah. I watch as Mayuri finishes signing her name. She nods in satisfaction, then runs after the first me, dropped. Just after she gets into to the stairs, she puts the Upa into her coat pocket. It doesn't go in all the way. As she runs up the stairs, I see it fall out and roll away. Mayuri is completely oblivious. A moment later, she disappears from sight. I look at the Upa lying on the floor. Now, question is, how is he gonna get that Upa to Nakabachi's hands? Does Nakabachi pick it up? How? He's in the middle of presentation upstairs. He doesn't have any opportunity. Kurisu take it and put it inside. So it's not Nakabachi who did it. It's Kurisu. And as we all know, Kurisu is an otaku. So when she sees something cute, she's gonna pick it up. I quickly hide in the stairwell across the landing. Kawaii Hiro reaches the 7th floor without noticing me. She finds the fallen Upa and picks it up. So it was Kurisu who found the Upa. The butterfly effect. In 3 weeks, this completely innocuous event changed the outcome of an accidental fire on one of what must be thousands of planes flying on that day. By extension, it changes the fate of the entire human race. Kurisu looks curiously at the Upa, then looks around as if searching for the owner. Of course, Kurisu doesn't know who Mairi is. At this point in time, those who aren't even acquainted yet. After realizing there's no one around, Kurisu puts the Upa into her envelope and there goes up to the 8th floor. And like, this also caused me to wonder, like, Dr. Nakamachi is so lazy, he didn't even check the inside of the envelope. Okay, now that I've seen what I need to see, I go upstairs too and head to the employee hallway. Let me guess, he brought a fan this time. Like, you know, the foldable fan, something like that. Because it is hot. It says here. Psyllium saber and shake it silently, thus activating the red fluorescent reaction inside. It'll last about 10 minutes. It should get dim before Kurisu makes her appearance. I know what I need to do. The problem is that my window of opportunity is so slim. Will I be able to handle the enraged Dr. Nakamachi? One mistake and Kurisu will die.
何を恐れる法音教魔すべては俺の思惑通りに行くに決まっているさ
If you say like 計画通り, then this will be like probably like gonna be like, you know, the memeable moment because like Death Note says it and even he says it, and then like I can guarantee in the future this moment is gonna be, you know, forever, you know, recycle.
オペレーション作るのに不備はない。何せこの俺が15年の時をかけて練り上げた計画なのだから。俺を信じる。この法音教魔を信じる。
Going Kyoma will save Kurisu. I close my eyes and wait for the time to come, hidden behind the same pile of cardboard boxes as last time. I hear the sound of sparse applause from the event hall, which means I should be hearing footsteps soon. So there's no 3 Okabes in this timeline. There they are. Kurisu has come, right on time. She leans against the wall and looks inside her envelope, smiling softly as she does. And now, I know the reason behind that smile. It's the Upa inside. Oh! She's probably smiling at how adorable it is. That smile really doesn't suit you, Kurisu. I stifle a chuckle. I'm surprised I'm calm enough to feel that way, despite the current situation. Once Nakamachi appeared, that's my sign to spring into action. I bring out Psyllium saber as soon as that bastard tries to take out his knife. Then I scare him away and stun Kurisu. The stun gun I brought should handle both tasks flawlessly. So see, this is what I told you. She needs to, you know, stun Kurisu. Because, like I say, Kurisu is a hothead and she will not do something if she's not given proper explanation. And to give a proper explanation will take a long time. Not to mention that if he that it might cause like some sort of a unintended butterfly effect, just like how the Metal Upa did. That's the plan, at least. The next set of footsteps echoes down the hallway. Kurisu looks up. I can't see Nakamachi, but I know it's him. Papa.
話がある。 聞いてるの？パパ？
Even the words she speaks are the same.
それは何だ？
パパがタイムマシーンの発表会をすると聞いて、私も考えてみたの。タイムマシーンは作れるのかどうか。
The atmosphere is far from pleasant. Nakamachi doesn't even try to hide his displeasure, just like last time. And the first me is probably at fault for that, at least partially. Looks like it's about time for Nakamachi to go ballistic. Okay? Oh, hello, Listania. Okay? We are basically going through a key moment in Steins Gate right now. Oh. I grip the Psyllium Saber and make one final check. It's already dimmed down. Now all I have to do is remove the cap at the tip and the fake blood will. There's something. My breath catches in my throat. In the darkness I bring the Psyllium Saber close to my eyes and peer inside. The fake blood has begun to coagulate. No, this shouldn't happen. I was certain the liquid will remain fluid for another 30 minutes after losing luminescence. Was it defective? Come to think of it, we never tested Psyllium Saber. It can only be used once before the tube needs to be replaced. Given the lab's financial situation, we thought it would be a waste to use it, so we never did it. How could I fail to consider this possibility? If I had half a brain, I would have brought a spare. This is bad. My plan is falling apart. You can't. There's only one chance.
私は追放されたのではない。
Oh god. Oh god. I think I know what Okabe is gonna do. Okabe is gonna sacrifice his own blood. Because there's definitely no way that he's gonna like hurt Kurisu. So like that blood he saw, you know when she was lying, was his. Let's see if I'm right. Nakamachi's shrill shriek startled me.
あの連中は私のレベルの高さに嫉妬するしか能がなかった。そんな奴らに嫌気がさして私の方が見切りをつけたのだ。
You are the one who's jealous.
怒鳴らないでよ。
Time won't stop for me. How do I recover from this setback? I can't leave. Nakamachi's about to attack his daughter. If I make my appearance after that, it'll be the same as last time. I'll end up Kurisu again. No matter what, can't let that happen. What do I do? Do I go back to the time machine and try again? No fuel. Remember what Suza said. Not enough fuel for another trip. This is my last chance.
ねえ、久しぶりに会ったことだし、いろいろと話したいんだけど、パパは今、青森に住んでるんだっけ？
帰れ。さっさとアメリカに帰れ。二度と顔を見せるな。
でも
何が意見が聞きたいだ。何が共同証明だ。本心ではそんなことこれっぽっちも思っていないだろうが。
My heart is pounding, I'm sweating like crazy. It feels like I've just run a marathon. I cover my mouth to suppress the sound of my breathing.
私は哀れんどるのか、それとも蔑んどるのか、娘の分際で。
何言ってるのよ。落ち着いて。
If she survived, then Kurisu will finally look at, her father as for the monster and for the, for who he really is. Because like, Kurisu still loves him, as a father, but, the father is a gone case. So like, seeing what, Nakamachi did here will definitely change, her opinions on it.
私は十分落ち着いておる。指図するな。
Nakamachi is about to snap. Events are proceeding just like last time, barreling inexorably towards disaster. Please, I find myself begging, make time stop. But another voice from within answers. Are you praying, Koin Kyoma? Have you forgotten?
私が今日この場にお前を呼んだ理由を教えてやる。勝ち誇りたかったのだよ。お前に私の研究の偉大さを見せびらかすことでな。
And that research that he was talking about is like basically ripping off John Titor, which is Amanesu's god that traveled back in time.
お前が絶望するほどの差を知らしめてやろうとしたのだ。
Change the future. Deceive the world.
なのにあの妙な若造のせいで全て台無しだ。そしてお前がそんな私を見て鼻で笑っていたのも知っているぞ。どこまで親をバカにすれば気が済む。
笑ってなんて。
この論文に意見が欲しいのか？意見ならここで言ってやる。この論文は私の名前で発表する。以上だ。
Worst father of the year, right here. I won't count the mercy of a heartless god. I will save Kurisu myself. She won't die again. Not at my hands. Not at anyone.
まさかパパ盗むの？
なんだと？
私の論文盗むの？そんなことだけはしない人だって思っていたのに。
And deep down, Chris, from this line, I didn't think even you would do something like that. It shows that she, kinda have her doubt on a father's, personality. But this, solidifies it. Nakamachi strikes Kurisu on the cheek.
誰に対して口を聞いておるのだ。
It's starting. Nakamachi puts his hands around Kurisu's neck. Her cries of agony fills my ears. There's still a way to prevent Kurisu's death. That puddle of blood I saw beneath Kurisu, there's one way to reproduce it. One more way. One last chance. It's a gamble, to be sure. Even if it succeeds, I don't know what effect it might have on Steins Gate world line. There's no way that he's gonna try to hurt Nakamachi, because if he did that, then it might cause unintended butterfly effect. So the only way that he can reproduce blood is his own.
お前に私の気持ちがわかるか？なぜお前はそんなに優秀なのだ？私はお前が憎い。存在そのものが疎ましいのだよ。私より優秀な人間などこの世にいてはならんのだ。わかるか？屈辱なのだ。娘が親より優秀でいい道理などない。
That just proves how much of a loser you are. Be proud of that she's smarter than you. You raise a genius.
だから遠ざけた。お前と親子だと思われるのが耐えられなかった。お前がいたせいで、お前のせいで。
It matters not. I'm Hoin Kyoma, the mad scientist who defies God. My true desire is chaos. I have no need for a predetermined future. Calmly, I step out of my hiding spot. Nakamachi looks at me in disbelief. His eyes are wide and bloodshot.
お前、さっきの。お前のせいで私の発表会は台無しだ。
Nakamachi lets go of Kurisu.
よくも抜けと私の前に顔を出せたな。どいつもこいつも私の邪魔ばかりする。さてはお前、クリスと示し合わせていたな。そうだ、そうなんだろう。許さんぞ、ガキども。
Nakamachi pulls the knife from his pocket. Its blade reflects cold light. Once I see the flint, I laugh disdainfully. So what you gotta do is make him stab you, and then he run away? It looks like it. It looks like it. She's not gonna run away. See, he's challenging him.
こそ何者だ。
我が名は法院教母。
何？
知らないなら覚えてみ
God
フェ
damn.
ニックスの法に院、そして凶悪なる真実で法院教母だ。俺は混沌を望む者、世界の支配構造を破壊する者、そしてお前の野望を打ち砕く者。
Kurisu staggers to her feet with her hand to her neck.
断る。
I dismiss Kurisu's plea and instead turn to Nakachi with my arms spread wide.
どうしたドクター中町。お前の威勢は口だけか。この俺を殺すのではなかったのか。
Quality content, too bad I don't speak English. Then what language do you speak?
もっとも神に等しい力を持つこの俺を殺すことなどお前ごときには無理だろうがな。
ふざけるな。
Nakamachi goes into frenzy. He charges me with his knife point first. He's gonna take it. He's gonna take it. Nakamachi has completely lost his mind. I can see it in his eyes. He won't stop. And if he won't stop, then I'll stop him with my own body.
貴様には俺を殺すことはできない。絶対にな。
死ね
Here it goes. Here it comes. He's gonna stab him. The knife approaches. Its point glitters menacingly in the dim light. Inches away, I don't move a muscle. This is my last chance. I'll do whatever it takes. Yeah. It's fine. I was right. I was right. Intense pain rips through my abdomen. I feel the cold steel sink into my body. He did it. He stabbed me with the knife that killed Kurisu. Because like, what happened here, is supposed to happen, is that somebody is supposed to be stabbed. Okay? But, okay, like, that's supposed to be Kurisu. Since he changed, you know, the person, and it shifted towards him, like, there's nobody else that's going to be, like, suffering from it. The pain flares, it feels like my insides are being torn out. Nakamachi yanks out the knife, blood gushes from the open wound. If he, Dr. Nakamachi, if he doesn't feel remorse, like, he's gone, okay, as a human. The iron taste of blood spreads through my mouth. Pain threatens to steal away my consciousness. My body's on fire. My vision blurs. I struggle desperately to stay on my feet.
ざまみろ。私をバカにするからな。
Okay, he's gone as a human. Okay. If you ask me, I thought that when he saw that, he's supposed to like run away, okay, and you know, because he's afraid that, oh my god, I killed somebody, I need to run away. But it seems like he's lost himself as, you know, as a person, like, so that's why he stunned him, okay. And Kurisu as well. Kurisu, as I've mentioned several times, is that needs her to be unconscious. I whip out the stun gun and switch it on. The electric arc crackles to life, inches away from Nakamachi's face. He instantly turns pale. I spear him with my glare and take a step forward. A wave of nausea surges over me. And with this, Kurisu is never going to forgive, Nakabachi anymore. Because remember, up until now, she's like trying to say, Papa's not that bad, it's my fault. But seeing, the father stab, Okabe like that, and showing basically little to no remorse, waken Kurisu up from that. I don't look away. I keep my eye fixed on Nakabachi. And another thing, that if there's the idea of causality, in other words, like the fate is true, then Kyoma is not that afraid. Should have, because in Alpha, in this current world line, Beta world line, that he will die in 2025, and even in Alpha, he's going to die in 2025. So it's safe to say that he will survive this. I wouldn't say no matter what, like 70%, 80% chance that he's going to live, through this, unless he wants to die by himself.
貴様もそっちの娘も全員皆殺しだ。
Just an act to make Nakabachi run away.
動いちゃダメよ。
Kurisu runs up to me. She holds me and supports my body.
横になって、今すぐ救急車を呼ぶから。
What is she trying to help me? Didn't she hear me threaten to kill her? You're too soft-hearted for a tsundere. Back when I was trying to save Mayuri, you were always the one who saved me. So this time...
お前は俺が助ける。
何を。
Seeing this, Nakabachi's gonna be like, oh shit, he's really gonna kill us. Kurisu convulses. Strength leaves the legs she used to support me. She collapses. Sorry. I sent her my silent apology.
娘は後でたっぷりいたぶって殺してやる。
He's gonna run away. For sure.
中鉢、まずは貴様だ。
Told you. Nakabachi tosses his knife away with a pitiful cry. He takes a step back, 2 steps back. The point is that we need him to leave, okay? He doesn't need to be here. Because if he's here, maybe he will finish the job and actually kill Kurisu. Firing the stun gun once more does the trick. Nakabachi turns and flees down the hallway towards the elevators, taking the Nakabachi papers. Well, actually it's not Nakabachi papers, Kurisu's paper. But first, he makes sure to pick up the envelope Kurisu dropped. How shrewd of him. And remember, inside there is a normal Upa, not the Metal Upa. So in other words, it's gonna catch on fire, and then he's gonna beg the Russian side, say, I did have a time traveling thesis, but it got burned down. As you know, okay, I don't want to say much about the Russian government. Let's just leave it for there. I touch my wound. That hurts. The lightest touch sends pain coursing through my body. I fall to my knees. Suzuha? Where are you? I feel faint. The bleeding won't stop. The blood is starting to pool on the floor. I press my hands into the blood. He's gonna make himself bleed? He's gonna make himself bleed! Come on! I reach for my stomach, wet and glistening with blood. I take a breath, then drive my finger. Yeah! The pain is like nothing I ever experienced. Unable to bear it, I throw back my head. I scream until my throat is raw. I can't stop now. Are you gonna do it again? Fighting against the urge to faint, I feed strength into my hand and pull the wound wider. I think that's enough, man. I think that's enough. My butt flames the floor crimson. Oh, that's him. Oh, whoa. Suzuha runs up to me.
その傷、何やってんの？何やってんの？バカ。よりによってこんな失敗するなんて。おじさん。
何を勘違いしている。鈴葉、この床を見て気づかないのか。
床？
I think now is where like Suzuha's gonna lift up, Kurisu's body and like places it properly, because there's no way Okabe have enough power to do that. Well, he might somehow get it, but like then he won't have enough time to run away from himself.
十分な出血量だ。そう思うだろう。
She looks down and she looks down and beholds my masterpiece.
血だまりが。
To deceive myself, to deceive the world. The stage is set.
でもこれじゃおじさんが死んじゃうよ。
死ぬわけないだろうが。
Yeah, he's going to die in 2025, not now.
俺を誰だと思っている。狂気のマッドサイエンティスト。大い京馬だぞ。
I'll let you pass this time.
おじさん。
The convergence holds, then it's already determined that I don't die. Not here. Ah, so that's it. The convergence. Because like, if it doesn't converge, then he will die. If it holds, then everything should be... Yeah, this is what I say. I'll die 2025, there's a fixed event on Beta World Line. Nope, in Alpha World Line as well. That was my bet. See? Like, I knew that he would use that as a... like, basis to sacrifice himself. I intentionally provoked Nakamachi to rage. I took the knife man for Kurisu and survived. The wound gave me what I needed to carry out the plan. Though I have to admit, I didn't think it would hurt this much. There's no telling what will happen when we reach Steins Gate. The future of what world line is undecided. There's no reason it can include my death. How ironic. I made a bet based on the guarantee that I wouldn't die, but winning that bet makes death a very real possibility. Ah, yes, because Steins Gate is like the choice where uh the world line that had never happened. Okay, so to do that, okay, you might actually cancel out the fact that you're going to die in 2025, and you're going to die now. So, he might die. I twist my lips into a smile, trying to put the finishing touch on my masterpiece.
鈴葉
Yeah, this is what I say.
クリスの体を
Zilla picks up the unconscious Kurisu. Then she lays her face down on top of my blood puddle. Kurisu doesn't wake up, she's perfectly still. But she's definitely breathing. Kikakudori.
計画通りだ
喋らないで。すぐに戻るから。8月21日に戻るから。なんとか G に耐えてね。ああ、くそ。せめて応急手当てができたらよかったんだけど、これにはそんなの載せてないんだよ。
My wound drops. I feel like groaning, but I bit my lip and bear it. Rainbow lights fill my vision. The time machine is activating. Susla wraps my wound with a towel.
ねえ、おじさん。この先にはさ、きっとシュタインズゲートが待ってる。私もおじさんも誰も知らない世界が待ってる。
I think like to get Steins Gate to Steins Gate, that she needs to deliver Okabe back, and then maybe Steins Gate happens.
おじさんは生きていて、マキセ・クリスも生きていて、椎名真由里も生きていて、私は2010年にタイムトラベルしてくることはなくて、
That one I'm not really sure.
第三次世界大戦が起きるかどうかはわかんない世界線だけど、
CERN also, don't forget the CERN.
セルンのディストピアが構築されるかどうかわかんない世界線だけど、
Let's hope not. Someone's warm hands grasp mine
彼に
tightly,
はさ、
tightly.
希望が満ちてるって信じられるような世界が待ってるよ。
I slowly close my eyes. It's hard to breathe, but my pain feels distant now. It's time to go home. Mayuri and Daru are waiting. And with them, a future that has yet to be written. It's actually not over yet. Just like, I wonder if I can skip this. Oh, can, because like I went through this once. Like, actually I scouted ahead and like trying to guess how much it will get to, and yeah, it's maybe like 15 minutes after this. It's been a month since then. My wound was deep enough to require surgery. If it'd been just 1 hour late getting to the hospital, I would have died from blood loss. The doctor laughed as he told me this. Hilarious. I'll go until this finish, and then later for the ending, like I will let the credits just now roll. Okay, that way it's much better for for the viewers. After being cooped up in the hospital for so long, it's exciting to be walking around Akiba again. I look around to see if Akiba's any different from what I remember, but nothing catches my eye. I just get the feeling that there are more moe shops than before. The mysteries of divergence. I chuckle to myself, then dig into my pocket. Something jingles. Wait. Oh, we can't see the date. So it's supposed to be September? OSHMKUFA. Okabe, Shina, Hashira, Makise, Kiryu, Yu. Who's Yu? Urushibara. F. Who's F? Fairies. Amane. If you remember, okay, give me a second. Steins Gate. Just want to take out Steins Gate badge. Give me a second. Let me take it out. Let me save this. Okay. Give me a second. Just give me a moment. Give me a moment. Okay. If you take a look at here, this is the Alpha Will Line badge. Okay. If you take a look at where's my cursor? Cursor. There we go. Okay. Up. Okay. If you take a look, okay, in the Alpha Will Line, in the Will Line there are Alpha Will Line that Okabe, Mayuri, Daru, who's M again? Come on. Why? Okay, so basically like this one is Kiryu, Rukako, and Fairies, okay? So the thing is that in the Alpha Will Line, all 8 of them won't assemble, okay? But since they changed the to Steins Gate, so all of these are here. Yeah, so that's that's the significance of this badge right now. Okay, there are metal pins inside, 8 of them. The Future Gadget Laboratory member badges. They are designed based on the pins Suzuha brought from the future. Which Will Line Suzuha was that? The Alpha Will Line. Oh, and Makise. Oh, thank you. Okay. Like, sorry about it. Like sometimes I kind of forget things as well. Okay. Anyway, back then we searched all over Akiba for that pin. Okay, and while I was hospitalized, I thought it was the perfect opportunity to ask Daru to have them made. And of course, the one we commissioned to make them was a shady foreign street vendor. The final product is slightly different from Suzuha's, but it's pretty well done. I pass through the archway of Yanabashi Shrine and head to the courtyard. There, brandishing a sword with sublime dignity, stands a Miko. The Miko is so lovely that anyone would doubtlessly stop to stare. But he's a guy. But that's not a Miko, and that's not a real sword. That sword is a 1980 yen imitation, and that beautiful Miko is a guy. Lukaku lifts his head at the sound of my footsteps.
Okabe-san!
Remember, Lukaku has feelings for Okabe. As soon as our eyes meet, he runs up to me in a fluster. His eyes are already wet with tears.
退院だったんですか？
ああ、そうだ。
I guess right now, what's gonna happen is that he's gonna give the badges to everybody, and like the last one, Kurisu is not here. But I know what happens. Like I'm just gonna keep quiet until then.
僕、何も知らなくて。
知らなくて当然だ。教えていないからな。
うん。
でも、無事に退院できてよかったです。僕、嬉しい。
And then he starts crying in earnest. Seeing his tears, I feel an urge to pat his head and tell him everything will be alright. But I resist and sigh instead.
それを天然でやっているんだから、そりゃ鮮烈なコスプレデビューも飾るわけだ。
Like,
ファンクラブまでできてるらしいじゃないか。
I want to see at least like, you know, the scar that he received. Like, it's not needed, but kinda like fulfilling if we can see that, even though it's a bit scary. Like, just like how that pin badge just now. That way we can like, you know, like imagine it. Marie fill me in on the situation. After years of persistent nagging, she finally convinced Lukaku to cosplay near the end of the summer break. It wasn't in the Komima, but he wore one of the Mayuri costumes to a cosplay event in early September. His cosplay debut was effective. Dozens of photographers took his picture and the images soon went viral on the internet. Then, to look up the pictures of Lukaku now, you get a ton of hits. He's being swarmed by fans, and since he's what they call a trap, he's popular with girls too. There are some things in this world I just don't understand. Oh, then just for a moment, let's just show you the photo that they took. This is from Lukaku's route, which I've basically completed. Okay. Where's the title menu? Just a moment. Just gonna show you. Just a bit. Lukaku. Wait! I didn't have this? Oh, I gotta hunt for this. Full completion. This one too? I hate myself. What's Lukaku? Last one? No. This is Suzuha. Fairies. Here. So this is where she cosplayed as the Rainet Kakeru, if I'm not wrong. Okay? And this is the ending that we actually sacrificed Mayuri in order to be with Lukaku. Girl Lukaku. Okay? And they even had a kid together. Yeah, kinda like feel sad for Lukaku. Okay, now back to the game. Kinda feel sad for him. There are some things in this world I just don't understand.
正直、すごく戸惑ってます。
だが、お前のコスプレ姿、 俺も生で見てみたかったぞ。
Oh, after hearing this, no way no way that Lukaku is going to be like, say no.
無理です。岡部さんになんて、そんな、恥ずかしくて、死んじゃいます。
Really?
だが楽しかったのだろう。まゆりがそう言っていた。はい。成長したな、ルカコ。
Okay. He overcome his fear. You don't need apostrophe S. He overcome his feelings of inadequacy and accepted himself for who he is. And he even had fun doing it.
岡部さ、じゃなくて、京馬さんが教えてくれた精神三魔流のおかげです。神道滅却できました。
He truly is a worthy disciple.
だがまだまだ油断するな。次なる目標は精神三魔流の極意継承。それさえ得得すれば、お前は己の中に封印されている邪悪な炎に焼かれることもないだろう。
It's still cringe.
その時こそ首都秋葉原を守る巫女漆原ルカの物語は始まるのだ。
You're pushing it, kid.
始まるって何がでしょうか。
それは叱るべき時が来たら教える。
I reach into my pocket and take out a pen.
ラボメンナンバー006漆原ルカ、お前にこれを授けよ
う。Lukaku nervously accepts the pen with a confused expression.
僕、ラボメンにいつ入ったんでしょう。
In the Alpha World Line.
その記憶は遥か彼方、あるいは前世まで遡るかもしれない。
前世？
お前は生まれた時からすでにラボメンだったのだ。故に誇るがいい。
Yeah, it really is nostalgic, you know, going through all of that. It's not an exaggeration, it's the truth. Lukaku most likely doesn't remember, but it's okay, even if I'm the only one who does. Yeah, but this Okabe, never experienced, dating Lukaku. Like getting married to Lukaku, which is kind of sad.
いえ、すごく嬉しくて。
He starts crying again.
僕、ずっと京馬さんの研究所の仲間に憧れていて、入りたいなって思っていて、でも勇気がなかったから言い出せなかったんです。ありがとうございます。
And remember, Lukaku, even Guy Lukaku, have feelings for him.
それは世界にたったの8個しかない貴重なものだ。お前を最悪から守ってくれるマジックアイテムでもある。
そうなんですか？
No.
だからなくすなよ。
So don't lose it. はい。Lukaku nods with a joyful smile on his face. Too cute. Fairies.
お帰りになさいませ、ご主人様。
I passed through May Queen door for the first time in forever. Fairies runs over to greet me. He suddenly links arms with me. And by the way, fairies still love Okabe as well. At first, I get a little frustrated when something soft touches my elbow, but then I break into cold sweat once I feel the murderous glare of the surrounding fairies' plants.
退院したのかにゃ？
ああ、地獄の底から蘇ってきた。
I tear fairies off me and take a deep breath.
さすが法王院の血にゃ。不死鳥の名を抱くのは伊達じゃないにゃ。
Oh, she remembered the kanji for it. I think she's still making up her own backstories for people. It boggles the mind of this crazy cat girl behind the redevelopment of Akihabara. Maybe the wolves just messed up.
マユシーは今日はお休みだにゃ。
知っている。
She shows me to my table where I order iced coffee.
そうそう、メイクインは2号店を出すことが決まったのにゃ。しかも中央通り沿いなのにゃ。すごいにゃ。すごいにゃ。
Oh, Chuodori, man, that's amazing, you know. Like, basically, Chuodori is the main, I wouldn't say highway, the main road in Tokyo. So, like, being able to open a shop on the Chuodori, awesome.
そうなのか。どうせ再開発計画の責任者の権限を最大限に利用しているんだろ。
And then this is the moment where he's, how did you know? No doubt the recent explosion of Moe Shop is her doing. I think she's just getting a little carried away.
今日ま、これはやらなければいけない使命なのにゃ。萌えの力を今こそこの聖地に集結させることで、奴らの来たるべき大攻勢に備えてるのにゃ。
何？奴らか。俺が入院している間に目覚めたというのか。
You're pushing it, Kyoma. You're pushing it. You're pushing it.
そうにゃ。京馬がいない隙を突かれたにゃ。奴らの負荷が先か、この町のメイド・オブ・エンブリオが先か、一刻を争うのにゃ。フェイリスもライネット AB の大会に出て必死でカルマの充電に努めてるけど、さすがに一人じゃきついにゃ。
Wait, she entered the tournament? What? Like, okay, in the original world line before, like, we went through her route, like, she said that the reason why she didn't enter the tournament, because, she doesn't want to draw attention. So, this is what I mean by, like, Steins Gate, choice, like, the minor effects of it. What the heck does she mean by karma? Oh, the past month, Fairies has started participating in Rainer Access Battlers Tournament. Fairies is the chairman of the Akihabara Redevelopment Project, a high school student, a popular waitress at a maid cafe, the president of a company founded by her father, and the head of Akiha family. She should be incredibly busy, but I guess she couldn't stay away from Rainet forever. I bet she went to her very first official tournament and snatched a dramatic victory. Fairies is even more cheerful than usual now. I guess all it takes to feel fulfilled is to do the things that you like to do.
狂気のマッドサイエンティスト、どうかお願いにゃ。奴らをこの町に近づけさせたら、すべてが汚れてしまうにゃ。
やむを得ないな。そういうことならば俺も契約の履行をせねばなるまい。
You're pushing it, Kyoma. You're pushing it.
そうだ。これを渡しておこう。
にゃ。
I take out a pen out of my pocket and present it to Fairies.
これは、京馬、いつの間にこれを手に入れたのにゃ。
入院している間に。
心の試練を乗り越えたというのかにゃ。やっぱり京馬は大した男にゃ。
I don't really get what's going on, so let's just not for now.
ラボメンナンバー007のピンバッジだ。どうしても俺の助けが欲しいときは、そのピンバッジを握りしめて、ラ・ヨダ・スタセラと唱えるがいい。
I want to hear the pronunciation once again after this.
どうしても俺の助けが欲しいときは、そのピンバッジを握りしめて、ラ・ヨダ・スタセラと唱えるがいい。
Oh my god! One more time.
どうしても俺の助けが欲しいときは、そのピンバッジを握りしめて、ラ・ヨダ・スタセラと唱えるがいい。
Oh. I wonder if the in the script it's like basically like a blank, and then like the producers or the director be like, hey, there's a blank here, say something stupid. And then like that's the first thing that coming to mind. Okay, perfect. I like to believe that's how it went. And then we high five.
ありがとにゃ。未来ガジェット研究所は秋葉の希望にゃ。今度遊びに行ってもいいかにゃ。
あ、もちろんだ。誰も喜ぶだろ。
When I get back to the lab, I started to find an unexpected visitor. She's here. Why?
岡部、おめえ退院したのか？
Wait. Does this mean they're still working on the CERN? Because like remember, CERN contacted her 6 years ago in 2004, and remember this is in 2010. Okay, so are they like discussing CERN stuff? But I doubt that he will actually like expose himself to her.
ええ、まあ。
Tennoji, Yugo, and Naya are standing out in front. Hiryu Moeka is with them. The rounders who keep Mayuri on another world line. Naya hides behind her father, and when she sees me, like usual, yeah, creepy girl. If you go through all the routes, you understand why.
そうそう、紹介しとくぜ。
Please don't tell me that she's gonna be the new worker.
今日からうちでバイトすること
Fuck
にな
you.
ったから。
Oh god. Oh my god, bosshead. She's silent as always, but at least she's not holding her phone. I guess that's some improvement.
見ての通り不愛想なやつだが、よろしくやってくれ。
よろしくも何も。指圧師とは顔見知りですよ。
指圧師？誰だそりゃ。
I point to Moeka.
シャイニングフィンガー。彼女の能力名です。
Okay, Tennoji and Moeka ignore me completely. Because like this one here, like you know, Tencho, he needs somebody to man the shop. Like since you know Suha, like originally Suza's supposed to be like helping him, but because he felt like he needs somebody, and it's just delayed a bit back. And sooner or later, I feel like Moeka and you know Tencho is gonna meet up. So I think like this is like probably like the best outcome, something like that.
前にヘンプロの仕事で IBN5100 を一緒に探してくれた。
Is she around her? I got a thank you email from her during my stay in the hospital. That email helped me figure out our relationship on this world line.
ああ、例の幻の PC ってやつか？見つかったのかよ。
Moeka shakes her head.
ま、都市伝説みてえなもんだからな。
Yeah, what happened now? It's probably like FV Brown say you don't need to work for CERN anymore. Okay, consider yourself fired. And like he won't say that harshly, but probably like in a way that soften the blows, like so that like say goodbye as FB, and that's why she's able to like move on without the phone.
モエカはなぜブラウン管工房でバイトを？
Did Tennoji tell her who he is? I thought Moeka wasn't supposed to know FB through identity.
私が連れてきたんです。
What the hell? Okay, that's creepy.
それでお父さんに紹介したの。
Sus! Sus!
なるほど。お見合いか。
Wait. Please please don't tell me that means literally.
バカかてめえ。俺が愛してんのは
Okay, good.
ブラウン管だけなんだよ。
お父さん。
それに苗が連れてきたんじゃねえ。 正確には転んで怪我してた苗を解放してわざわざここまでついてきてくれたってわけだ。
萌香にそんな親切をする性質があったとは。
で無職だっつうからそんなら娘が世話になったことだしうちで働けって話になったわけだ。まさかうちの店でバイトを雇うことになるとはな。
前にも雇っていたじゃないですか。
That didn't happen. Suzuha did not travel back in time, and spend time here.
あ？何寝ぼけたこと言ってんだ。うちはこれまでバイトを使ったことなんてねえよ。
Ah, of course. The Suzuha who worked here was Suzuha of the Alpha World Line, the Suzuha who came from the future ruled by CERN. The current world line has a different future, so she didn't come. The time she spent here never happened.
ま、そういうことならよろしく頼むぞ、萌香。
This is the perfect opportunity. I take a pin out of my pocket and hand it to Moika.
これは
いきなりナンパか？うちのバイトに手出してんじゃねえよ。
Okay, you can't blame, Tension for that.
ラボメンナンバー005の証であるピンバッジだ。いつでも2階にある我がラボを訪れるがいい。
Moika stares at the pin in her hand.
ただし IBN5100 を探すのにはもう二度と付き合わないからな。
つれねえやつだな。手伝ってやれよ。
No.
断る。この俺は忙しいのだ。
Catch the attention of rounders again? No thanks. Besides, the three of them are better off if we never find an IBF 5100. I end the conversation with a shrug and head to the stairs.
岡部君。
Moika calls my name. I turn back to see Moika smiling ever so faintly.
これありがとう。
Turn it. Don't frown. The hatred I once felt towards them is gone. I forgave Moika and Tennojibo. Now that I destroyed our time machine, we can go back to being good neighbors. You might need them again. I won't pry into their secret lives, and I won't attempt to fight them either. It's all up to them. However, the affection that Nai shows towards Moika brings an... Oh god, she's really gonna play matchmaker. Oh, you bought a new oven.
おかり
Mairi smiles brightly as she takes her juicy karage #1 out of the microwave.
おか
もしかしておかえりとおかりんを合体させたのか？
り前も言ったよ。
Then Mairi holds out a steaming chicken.
おかりんも食べる？退院祝いに1個あげる。
I accept the gift of chicken and pop it into my mouth. I guess it's because I had nothing but crappy hospital food for a month. It's so delicious I want to cry.
その電子レンジはどこで手に入れた？
We disassembled the phone wave inside the change weeks ago.
ああ、それは僕が手に入れたんだお。
Oh god. Daru pops out of the development room in all his rotund glory. I wonder if he's making a new future gadget.
買ったのか？
拾ってきたに決まってんだろ上皇。直すのに苦労した。
ちょっと古いけどね、まだ十分使えるよ。
さすがスーパーハカー。その調子で次の未来ガジェット作りも頼むぞ。
それよりおかりんひどいよ。
Why? He didn't tell you guys that he's gonna be discharged?
今日どうしてマユシーに一言も言わずに退院しちゃったの？マユシーとダルくんで病院に行ったらもう退院しましたって看護師さんに言われちゃったんだから。
ナースエロかったよナース。僕がオカリンの代わりに入院したかった。
マユリ、お前は俺の保護者になったつもりか？ ずいぶん出世したな。だが勘違いするな。お前はあくまで俺の非保護者だ。
By the way, like talking about Daru does not want to go into the hospital. Like that's like because he's interested in the nurse. I can guarantee like there's like two simple ways to make him stop thinking about it. One is saying that, are you going to cheat on your 2D wife? And like he will say, yeah, no. And then like maybe like say, are you going to like the next way is probably like say, are you sure you're gonna miss the live airing of this anime? You're right, I can't watch anime in the hospital. For that stupid reason, he's not gonna like do something crazy.
おしめのお世話もしてあげたのに。
He's wearing a diaper? He wore a diaper? I couldn't move at all after the operation, so my mother and Mairi made the great effort of taking care of for me. Especially Mairi, even though it was a summer break, she visited me every day. That's embarrassing. I'm grateful for this childhood friend of mine from the bottom of my heart. She's a ditz to be sure, but seems like she's always needs someone to look up for her. But she's actually quite tough for her age.
幼なじみの女子高生におしめの世話してもらうとか羨ましすぎだろマジで。それなんてエロゲー
Steins Gate. I think Naru needs to die for a bit. I bought Mairi on the head.
今度ジューシー唐揚げナンバーワンを買ってやる。
本当ありがとう、オカリー。頑張ってお世話してあげた甲斐があったよ。
I breathe another sigh of relief when I see Mairi's innocent smile. Mairi is still alive. I seen her die countless times. Though the events of the world lines have been undone, my struggle to escape them was not in vain. If the same thing were to happen again, what would I do? Would I accept her death this time? Or would I try again to save her, even if it meant building another time machine? There's no way to know. The future is undecided. But for now, Mairi is here. And that means everything to me.
ほら、これ。
I give Mairi and Daru their pins.
わあ、かわいいね。
おお、ついに完成したん。
Mairi pins the badge to her chest and show it off with a pirouette.
これから毎日つけておかなきゃ。そうしないとラボに入れてもらえないもんね。
Nobody really made that rule, but whatever.
でもオカリ、マヨシーはこのピンバッジのデザインを見せてもらった時から一つだけわからないことがあるのです。
The M.
なんだ？
文字が書いてあるでしょ？ OSHMKUFA2010 って岡部、椎名、橋田、
Oh, MKE.
それと漆原、フェイリス、ここまではわかるんだけどね。その他の M と K と A って誰のことなの？
You'd probably say something like K is downstairs, which is Kiryu Moeka. A will be born 7 years later. I wonder if we're gonna say it's Daru's child.
Oh.
M for Makise, K for Kiryu, A for Amane. But the current Mairi wouldn't understand. But those three were lab members on a world light undone and forgotten. I haven't told Mairi and Daru about them. They wouldn't believe me even when I told them, especially about the last initial A. I mean, how do I tell Daru he's going to have a daughter? I can just imagine his reaction. 可愛かった？
僕の嫁となる人は誰なんだろう。ロリ顔の貧乳で、髪は金髪ツインテールで、性格はツンデレで、デレモードの時はすごく甘えてくるエロい子っていうのを個人的に希望。おい。
That's exactly what he will say. I remember, as I lay dying in the time machine, Suza gripped my hand and said,
そこに到達したらきっと私は消える。 こでお礼を言っておくよ。ありがとうおじさん。死なないで生きて。
Just as she predicted, Suzuha vanished the moment we returned to August 21st. But the thing is, okay, if I accept the fact that he remembers, will Daru and Mayuri remember? That's another question. She was smiling as she faded away. That was proof I had reached Steins Gate. That was why I don't mourn Suzuha.
きっと7年後に会おうね。
I don't know what the future will bring, but still, the possibility that Daru won't get married, that Suzuha won't be born. But still, I believe that in 7 years, we will meet again. And that's when I will give her this pin, her birthright as lab member 008. Until then, I'll keep it in a safe place. Yeah, sure, but I think it'll be like just around 20 minutes more. Okay, like you can catch it up later. Okay, but tomorrow I might be playing a Japanese visual novel instead. Okay, but I will translate. Okay, back to my old before I started Steins Gate. I want to get a better look at the Steins Gate rule line, but try as I may, I can't find anything drastically different. Way back when Paris D-mail erased the Moe shots for Akiba, that time it was obvious that the world line had changed. I feel satisfied, so I look up at the Radican. Obviously, there's no satellite stuck in the roof. It's open for business as usual. When I arrived at this world line, right after I saw Suzuha disappear, the very first thing I did was ask Mayuri and Daru a question. Had there been any murders at Radican? As they panicked at the sight of my bloodstained body, they answered that no one had been murdered at the Radican. As we waited for the ambulance to arrive, I had Daru call up the news on my phone. They were running the story about Nakawachi's flight to USA, to Russia. Yeah, this is what I was saying. This time Nakawachi looked terribly agitated. His eyes were bloodshot. He was yelling, spraying spit everywhere. His appearance was strikingly similar to how I last saw him in the hallway of Radican. To me, his unintelligible rambling was evidence that Operation Skull was a success. You're threatening Russians in Russia. Oh, you're asking for a death wish, man. The subtitle read, "What was your thesis about?" The screen immediately returned to the studio, where a female reporter continued.
などと意味不明なことを話していました。繰り返します。ロシアに亡命したドクター中鉢氏こと牧瀬正一氏がモスクワのドモジドボ国際空港に到着直後、ロシア当局に拘束された模様です。
There's no way he's gonna get asylum.
なお警視庁は7月28日に秋葉原で起きた傷害事件で牧瀬氏を重要参考人として調査中だったとの話があります。
I don't think anyone's going to listen to Nakamachi now. For argument's sake, let's say Nakamachi manages to recreate Kurisu's thesis from memory. Nothing will come of it as long as Kurisu is alive. The scientific community undoubtedly trusts Makise's daughter over the father, meaning Kurisu can deter any attempts made by Nakamachi. World War III won't break out, or at the very least, it won't be over Nakamachi paper. I haven't seen Kurisu. Apparently, Kurisu reported to the police that I was stabbed, but But at present, there has been no progress on the investigation, as the victim, from their point of view, up and disappeared. I heard from Daru that no one was murdered at Radican, and I couldn't find a single report of anyone dying in the area that day. Okay, get ready. Here's the moment. Aside from a few words we exchanged at Radican, the current Kurisu and I are strangers. Besides, I was bedridden. It's not like I could have gone and see her, even if I wanted to. Remember, he says that he's been, in hospital for 1 month, so like, it should be late September? Kurisu said that he was supposed to go back to America in August. That was on the Alpha World line, so things may have changed, but what reason would she have to stay in Japan after what her father did to her? To find you. I thrust my hand into my pocket. 2 pins remain. 001, that's me. 004 may never reach its rightful owner. But Kurisu is alive, and that's good enough for me. Get ready, guys. I once chose to let her die. I once killed her with my own 2 hands. But this time, I was able to save her. No one remembers those 3 weeks we spent with Kurisu. No one but me. I will remember. I will never forget. So I don't need anything else. I don't want anything else. Hey Kurisu, I don't know what the future holds. War may still break out. SERN may still complete their time machine. But at the very least, the future is undecided. You're building it now, from the bottom up. Not just me, not just you, but every man, woman, and child. So keep on watching, wherever in this wide world you may be. I take out my own pin and fasten it to my chest. Here it comes, here it comes. I walk through the sea of shoppers, staring straight ahead. Quickly turn around. Just now, in the corner of my eye, I saw her. The girl who shouldn't be here. Her long hair fluttered as she passed me by. A familiar figure. I recognize that back anywhere. She has stopped too, in the middle of the sidewalk. Slowly, slowly, she turns to face me. It's her. I thought she had gone back to America. It's her. She doesn't even know me.
やっと会えた。
That voice. That face. That hair. Those are... Grow some balls, man!
俺だ。なぜ彼女がここにいる？俺のリーディングシュタイナーは反応しなかったというのに。何？俺が守れだと？やれやれ。勝手なことを言ってくれる。それがシュタインズゲートの選択か。L, Psy, Konguru.
And then like, will be better if like we see the present, like 2025 Okabe, like appear on the screen. I close my phone and clear my throat. I have no idea what to say. She's still staring at me with those wide, pleading eyes. I open my mouth.
また会えたな、クリスティーナ。
Come on, just be honest!
いや、だから私はクリスティーナでも女子でもないって言ったろ。
What? Shit! Shit! She remembered Alpha Worldline. What? Now I really have no idea what to say. How does Kurisu know about that? Those were the names I used to tease Kurisu. She always got mad whenever I used them. They were our bond, our private joke. But had yet used them on the first day we met at Radican. How could this Woodline... How could this Woodline's Kurisu know?
あれ？私今ふっと頭の中に言葉が浮かんで、どうして？
This happened just like with Fairies and Lukaku. It looks like Kurisu is as confused as I am. She stares at me, bewildered. And then I finally realized the truth. Everyone has reading Steiner. Even if the world line changes, even if the past and the future are rewritten, your memories remain. You're merely forgotten. All it takes is a push, and you can remember. In the memories of those lost 3 weeks, the memories we made together.
ようこそ、我が助手、マキセ・クリス。いや、クリスティーナ。
Just call her Kurisu! I reach into my pocket and takes out the last pin. Nobody knows what the future holds. And that is why, just as this reunion demonstrates, its possibilities are endless. I place the pin on Kurisu's hand and gently close her hand in mine. And holding back my tears, I tell her,
これがシュタインズゲートの選択だよ。
I was hoping for like, I love you. Come on! Oh well. To end this, like, why don't I just like load this part here? Like, okay, I load the ending again. Okay, I load the ending and then like we talk a bit. Like, and a bit more. Won't be far now.
ここ
Okay. And then I lower down the volume a bit. It's a bit too low. Get this much. So that's been Steins Gate, and like it's quite fun. Okay, going through all of it. Like there's a lot of plot twists, but that's that's a hallmark of a good story. Okay, like turning your expectation, flipping your expectation and stuff. And it's a well written story, okay? And I was thinking I should want to play Zero, but I also want to like improve my Japanese. So I'm gonna go back to my previous one. What I did was playing Japanese visual novel, the 12 version, because like I don't wanna hurt the developers. So like in a sense, like to show a glimpse of a good visual novels, okay? And tomorrow I'm planning to play New Fantasy. Okay, and Kyonyu Fantasy series, even though like it's supposed to be like Nuki game, basically a lot of those kind of scenes, but my experience, okay, because like, what I'm gonna play is Kyonyu Fantasy 4, okay, because I have never played it. Basically, it's a blind play, okay, and I love Kyonyu Fantasy series so much that I can say that I came expecting it to be like those kind of things, like very itchy a lot, but then I basically ball my heart out. If you ask me to like to compare Steins Gate and Kyonyu Fantasy, I would say they are both on the same level. Like, but the thing is that you need to stay from beginning to the end. If you just like just at the very beginning, you will be like feeling like it's lacking. Easy to say, okay? But if you play it until the end, like the payoff is really great, okay? And my recommendation is Kyonyu Fantasy 3 okay? But I'm not gonna play that. I'm gonna play 4, okay? Because like I said, I've never played it. Like, the reason why I put off playing 4 is because I love 3 so much that I can't bring myself, to play 4. Like, I want to see more because like they, Kyonyu Fantasy series, they are known to like make Gaiden like DLCs for it, okay? And like the DLC actually like hinted there's going to be more, okay? It's like subtly mentioning it, okay? But just another thing I want to tack on to Steins Gate, that if you like Steins Gate, the idea of time travel, all this sci-fi, okay, but you want a different how should I say, a different one from this, like, but like still go in the time travel theme, okay? And it's a well written time travel story, I suggest you check out Chushingura, okay, which I played before Steins Gate. And Chushingura, it's also long, okay, like it's divided into 5 chapters, okay, 5 main chapters, okay, and I've only played 1, okay, on stream I played all of it, okay, and there's even like sequel to it, but I'll just let you all to check it out, okay. Like, if you want, if you like how I deliver, you can check out my stream on Tsushingura, okay. I'll do the same thing, okay. I did the same thing. Wait, what? 1.04? I thought it's supposed to be negative 0.08. Oh, dang. Okay. Okay, enough of that, okay? So I just want to say, if you're interested in time travel, check out Chushingura. And if you like, how I present, go and check out Chushingura. If I get like 50 likes by, on the final stream where I gone through it, then I might consider playing the second chapter and third chapter. The second until 5th chapter, okay? Because, and it's well worth the investment, especially chapter 2, okay? Well, all chapters are special, but chapter 2 is especially because like there's one moment where I bet everybody's gonna, like, without a doubt, in my view, like, that moment should be considered as like the top 10 or most legendary, most memorable moment from a visual novel, okay, to that point, okay. Now, so with that said, I'll be ending the stream now, and I'll be playing Kyonyu Fantasy tomorrow, okay, at the same time, okay.